I am out here with my beautiful Sago Palm, and as you can see in my other videos how they feel like rubber bands when their new growth comes out. And this is her old growth. She's not a very happy camper, and I can tell you why. In my previous videos I have told you that Sago Palms don't like anything growing underneath them. And look at all these weeds and that potato vine. And she actually has a pup for the first time since I've lived here. What, 2013? So I've been storing these rocks here because I didn't have anywhere else to put them. And I am going to move them. I just don't have anywhere to do it right now. And I've got a Virginia creeper vine, which is driving me nuts. So I'm going to have to deal with it. I put this up when I had the other dog who's no longer with us. And he was into everything. And I have another dog, you know, Oliver, who's still with us, and I gotta watch him too because he's only 2 and he still has that puppy in him. And I gotta get in here and clean all of these berries out and get all these fallopian tube looking things out of here. I know there's a scientific name for these velvet things. I'll put it on the screen, but at any rate, I'm gonna cut off all of these fronds. They look bad. When you come out the door, they nail you in the arm. This really wasn't a good location, but when my grandparents planted it 20 years ago, it was just a little thing, and I'm sure they just didn't think that far ahead in the future. So I'm going to take this fence down. I'm tired of dealing with it. When I try to bring the wagon through, the wheel catches the corner. It looks bad, but it was all I could do to keep the puppies from getting sick. This happened about 2 years ago. I do have a video of where I built this, but it was just such a bad job. I never uploaded it. And I'm just going to have to keep it clean. The dog really doesn't bother anything unless it's something on the ground. He's still just in that groove. This is a female. There are her velvety fallopian tubes, and she has some seeds in there that I need to clean all of this out. Take off all of these old fronds. They look bad. She didn't really do good this year like she usually does, because as I said in other videos, Sago Palms do not like anything growing underneath them, and I have neglected this poor baby for about 2 years. I had 2 schnauzer, miniature schnauzers. One of them is no longer with us, and I only have one now. And they were getting in here, and they got into the seeds. It made them have diarrhea, but outside of that it wasn't like poisonous, so I got very blessed on that. So I built this makeshift fence right here just to keep them out. But now that Oliver is going to be 3 in November, he's getting better. So as long as I keep all the parts that he would potentially eat out and in the trash or in a compost somewhere that he can't get to, then I'm just going to take this fence down. Because when I bring my wagon around, the wheel catches the corner and I get stuck, and I need to move these rocks this fall. I just got to get all that Virginia creeper out of here. I fight Virginia creeper, dollarweed, which is that round disc looking plant, and Spanish needle, which hasn't invaded over here that I can see. And this Virginia creeper, it just takes over everything. And I know some people really like it, but it is highly invasive here. So I'm going to poison this thing, and I'm going to show you how I do it without worrying about affecting other plants, because it has absolutely just taken over, and I keep cutting it back, and it's just so vigorous. So I'm going to poison this plant once and for all, and we'll do that later on in the video. But for right now, I'm going to disassemble this fence. I will reuse the wood. As you can tell, I didn't use pressure treated, that's why it turned gray. And just take all this down, make sure all the poisonous stuff is in the trash can, and just clean her up. She looks really bad. Throw all these fronds away and just let her have her new growth. And if you remember my other videos, these things are just so soft when they first come out, but man, once they harden up, they don't like you. I'm going to go ahead and clean this stuff up. I'm gonna have to get my leather gloves out because this plant will get you. I think what I'm gonna do first is take the fence down. Yeah, let's take the fence down and then clean the middle up, then take the fronds off, because it'll help me catch anything that's falling down and just give her a makeover. And then we'll clean up anything that's growing underneath there. So let's give my Sago Palm a makeover. Guys, please forgive the noise. My air condenser is on and it's just going to be loud. I got star bits. But I have a trash can that has a liner in it, so I'm going to take all the seeds and all these little bits and pieces, and I'm going to put those in the trash can and put them out in the big trash can. So I've got my gloves, and I'm just going to grab what I can and just put it in the trash. I'm going to try to be as thorough as possible, and I've got to get down in here to make sure there are no seeds. I may not be able to do it with my small pruners, and I don't have the pole saw right now. Okay, that works. There we go. I'm just going to throw my fronds over the fence behind me, and I'll get the lawnmower. Yeah, that's not too bad. But you see what I'm doing? I'm cutting the fronds off so I can get these seeds and stuff to drop straight down. And get all this torn off. I gotta be careful because I'm dropping seeds. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and just start cutting these off instead of trying to rip them off. I don't know. And I'm just going to neaten it up. You know, get these whiskers off, if you will. All right, once I get some new loppers or new pruners, I'll come in here and clean this up. Well, there she is. I still haven't painted this because all this is getting torn down. I'm not going to waste the time. But there you go. I mean, it was really that simple. Would it take me 10 minutes? Not including the fence. When I get the pole saw back, I'll come in here and neaten this up. See how it's all sticking out? I kind of want it to have that smooth pineapple look to it. And these are going to turn into thorns. I think I'm going to go ahead and just take those off. And this is that Virginia creeper I got to deal with. It's a beautiful red color, don't get me wrong, but this thing is so invasive. It just takes over everything. So I've got to poison this plant, and I'm going to show you how to do it safely. But first, what I have to do is, before I step on the rocks and shimmy some seeds down, I am going to go and look for any seeds and pull some weeds first. So let's get that done. See, these are little bitty baby seeds. This is a bone. This is a bone. I don't know where it came from. That's interesting. If anybody knows what kind of bone that is, please let me know. So I have potato vine. It's called Salmac or Smilax or something. I can't remember. I'll put the name on the screen. And Virginia creeper. Those two I have to poison. And again, I'm going to show you how to do that safely. So what I have to do now is take the chicken wire off this T-post, take the T-post out, and then we'll start working on getting rid of these invasive vines. The potato vine and the Virginia creeper. I'm going to pull them in through the window. I need this vine right here. And I need, ooh, Lordy, something touched the top of my head. I'm going to push it through the window. And I'll show you what I'm going to do here in a minute. Alright, that's that. And the potato vine. And I'll find the end of this creeper. Okay. I'm just going to take all these seeds and everything, and I'm just going to immediately go put it in the big trash can. It goes out by the road so the dog can't get into them. Just get all this out. And be done. Perfect. Pull these posts up if I can. If I can't, I'll just wait till my friend comes over and he'll help me. I have buckets of soil that I can pour in these holes. I'm not worried about it. And this is why I don't concrete things in, because a lot of stuff I do is temporary. And now all I have to do is get this T-post out. that looks really good. So what I'm going to do, we'll come back out when the sun gets off and we'll look at her, but you can see she's already starting to heal herself. See how she's putting out that sap, and that sap is going to close up all these nubs, and they'll turn brown and you won't even be able to see them, because basically that's what all this is years and years of cutting off these fronds and letting the new ones come out. And once I get my new secateurs, I will come back out and cut these fronds off. But it looks really good. I got a pup down here I need to tend to, but right now let's go ahead and take care of this Virginia creeper and potato vine. I'm going to show you how I get rid of invasive plants without worry of contaminating anything else. So what I did is I got to find the healthiest. I don't think this got cut. I think it's just, it did not. So you see all this growth down here? I'm going to just roll it up. I don't want to bend it and break it. I'm just going to roll it up like that. That includes this potato vine. Let me get you over here so you can see. All right, I'm trying to do as much white balance as possible. I'm sure it's going to look washed out, but I can't help that. So you want to just fold it gently. You don't want to snap these branches and break them or kink them to where it can't still feed itself. So I got the potato vine as well, and I got it all wrapped up. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in a Ziploc bag. So I'm just going to tuck it into a Ziploc bag like this. I hope you can see, and I'm sorry if it's washed out, guys, but I'm working with what I have. Get that potato vine in there. You want to get as much foliage as possible. What is that? Just a stick. You just want to get it all the way in there as much as possible. The more leaves, the better. All right. The young tender ones are the best. All right, that should suffice. Let's get it all down in here. Now I'm going to take Roundup. I'm going to be careful. I'm not wearing gloves. You should wear gloves. But first, all right, so now I'm going to put the water in here. The water is to help get the poison to get in more places. So what I'm going to do, you always got a scraggler. Keep your hands out of the poison, okay? And just zip the Ziploc bag like this. Now, I'll take the zip tie and get it as tight as I can. There we go. All right. And I'm going to make sure that all those leaves are coated. And I'm going to leave this propped up here. It's not going anywhere. My hands are dry. No poison got on me. And I'm going to let that sit. And what it's going to do, I do this all the time. So what this is going to do is it's going to drink up all that water that has the poison in it. See, I'm just coating everything and make sure it's all saturated. And this vine is going to take it and drink it. And it's going to, let's get you back to normal. And it's going to go all the way down to its own root system. It will not hurt that Sago Palm. It will stay inside of its own root system, and it will kill that potato vine. It will kill the potato vine, and it will kill the wisteria. So I'm going to leave everything just the way it is, and we'll come back in about 24 to 48 hours. And I'll show you how this works. Like I said, it's going to absorb, and it's going to drink, and take it all the way down to its root system. And it's going to die. It's not, the poison will not leave this plant's root system. Here's some more of the branches, and we'll just sit here and just watch it drink and wither away. So I'll see you in a couple of days. And there she is. Again, ignore the paint job. This is going to get torn down. But isn't she beautiful? I just got to neaten her up around the neck. But her hair looks amazing. What a pretty girl. And we'll keep an eye on that pup. We will keep an eye on that little pup, and also the vine. We'll go in there and take a look at that one last time. And there's the beautiful fronds, just absolutely gorgeous. Let's try to peek down in the center. I can't even see down there. There we are down in the center. Isn't she pretty? The Sago Palm area. It's a little fast. And he just ran right by it. Okay. Oh, now he notices. Is that a hole, baby? Is that new stuff? Don't you? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this soil. I got some pots. And I'm just going to dump the soil down in here. And that'll keep him from falling down in the holes. He doesn't know what to think. Beep, beep. There we go. What you got? There we go. Alright, so this girl has had her makeover. So we're going to call it good in this video, and I will do an update on the vines. Alright, it's been 3 or 4 days since I started to poison this vine here. And yeah, this is the Virginia creeper, and this is the, I call it potato vine, but Smilax. Not sweet potato vine, but potato vine. As you can see, it is starting to die off. It is getting sick. But if I would have had a concentrated solution instead of the premix, this would have already looked like this all the way down. But it is dying, as you can see. It is going down that vine down there. And I just Don't want to wait anymore. I need to get this video out. So as you can see, it does work, and there is absolutely no damage to the sago palm. I do this all the time. I take invasive trees like buckthorn and I put the concentrated Ziploc bag on them, and I don't care if it's up next to a flower, it's not going to hurt whatever you're poisoning right up against it. It's just not going to hurt it. I've been doing this for years, and if you don't feel comfortable doing it or handling Roundup, then don't. But I just thought it was a cool idea to show you that this is absolutely 100% safe. And I promise you, it will not hurt that sago palm. There is no way I would do anything to intentionally hurt my sago palm. So look forward to that one. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. She look marvelous. And hit that notification bell if you want to see what she looks like in a year, because I may be taking another whack at her. Take care. You guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next.